at the end of your book, you talk about Lawrence's relationship with Little Hart.
Yeah.
Little Hart, by the 1960s or wherever, he becomes much more opposed to unconventional warfare, insurgencies, things like that against the Russians. Where do you fall in that debate on the practicality of Lawrence's mindset versus fomenting insurgencies around the world?
Yeah, it's a really, this is a really tricky one, isn't it? The person that you can refer to here is a historian like Sir John Keegan. And in a lecture back in the 1990s.
Can we bring him on? Is that?
Yeah, if only. Yeah, the great, wouldn't it? Yeah. But Sir John Keegan, I mean, he famously in one of the, I think it was Reith lectures, I think actually he was giving, said that his verdict on World War II was that one of the big mistakes was to have created Special Operations Executive in Britain, OSS in the US, because effectively he said this idea of partisan warfare and guerrilla activity in occupied Europe was the prototype of modern terrorism. And so Keegan was saying, look, this is a bad idea. Where did this come from? Why did we go so wrong? Now, I mean, does it start with Winston Churchill and Special Operations Executive? And this marvelous book, Churchill's Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Is it the World War II? Or does it go further back? Does it go back to Little Hart and to Lawrence? Is this where the rot sets in? Well, of course not. I mean, Max Boot has written a vast book on guerrilla warfare. It says it's an ancient item. It just keeps being recycled for each age. Little Hart is sort of midway along this kind of spectrum of thinking about it and about the relative importance of indirect methods, unconventional methods, and direct and conventional. And Little Hart is a complicated figure, but in the end, I mean, it comes to the view that states are the most important feature in war because that's how you stop wars. That's how you get a better peace, as he famously called it. If you're going to fight for a better peace. The risk of having irregular warfare is always that you just don't know when to stop. It's hard to know how to bring things to an end. And as our GATT, wonderful professor at Tel Aviv University, here, I asked him to come to Oxford last fall and talk about how you end insurgencies and counterinsurgencies. It's very simple, actually, historically. It's very simple. You crush everyone. There was horror, amongst all the academics and my colleagues going, my goodness me, what are you saying? You're saying that massive repression is the only real answer. You're saying, yeah, well, I'm not saying there aren't exceptions. I'm just saying that the normative historical condition was that degree of repression. And that's why when you see, the Ottoman space by Arab raiders, there are reprisals, there is crushing, there's an attempt to crush the Syrian nationalists in 1915, they wipe out villages in 1917, 1918. And they do the same thing, of course, famously to the Armenians. The Armenians are crushed, transported, massacred in some cases, when tactical units get carried away. What we derive, I think, from all this is that irregular warfare, state-sanctioned irregular warfare, you can say is an act of desperation by states. Why did Winston Churchill argue that we had to set Europe ablaze? Because there was no other way, other than air forces, striking back at Germany, which dominated the continent of Europe. Britain had no allies at that point, other than the Commonwealth and the Empire, which is substantial. It's a global one. Stalin had thrown in his lot with Hitler in 1940, and so all he had left. Churchill was a natural pugilist. Strike back. He was constantly telling his generals, get at the enemy. Under those conditions, you can see why Britain opted for it. But again, we've got to be very realistic about the cost. Sabotage forces. Those guys who went out to SOE, large numbers of them were killed. Large numbers were captured, executed in concentration camps. The entire network in the Netherlands, the early part of the war, was wrapped up by the German Abwehr. This is a high-risk enterprise. And the information age, what we should remember, is an information age which we live in today, irregular warfare of that nature is going to be much, much more difficult because it's so much easier to track, to trace, locate, identify using even the simplest tools. And if you take possession of the state and all its apparatus of surveillance, running an insurgent campaign under those conditions is extraordinarily difficult today. And as we know, our own forces have been very successful with very precise intelligence, very rapid intelligence processing, very rapid dissemination, and terrorist groups get rolled up the moment their counterintelligence is very good. They get rolled up. So we may be looking today at a period where old-fashioned kind of insurgency of this sort of Lawrence of Arabia stuff